So funny.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sandbox stream. I am Alex. We've got Joseph right above me,
Hello.
and way up there, we have got Sebastian. So, hello. I am
Hello, hello.
sure you are all excited to be watching today because today we reveal the winners for the third Sandbox Game Jam. So, we had a lot of entries for this. We had it was either 40 or 41 games enter. Uh, some of them took over an hour to beat. One of them spanned 32 lands. It's been a crazy week of reviewing games for the three of us and the rest of our judges, who we can't have everybody here talking at the same time. It'd be a bit much. So we are excited to kick things off. Seb, do you wanna tell us about the prizes that were going on with the game jam?
Yeah, sure, definitely. So it's our third game jam. The two previous one have been very successful already, and we wanted to make this third one with a major prize. So we started to up the game, if I may say so, with over 350,000 sand token as total prize, and 350,000 sand token. For those of you who might not be familiar, in December that was roughly $25,000, but as of today, it's even more. I think it's close to 45, which makes the stakes for today and all the participants even higher, like it almost doubled. So that's one of the benefits of having a decentralized economy and making all our economy in sand is that it benefits our creators as well. And let's jump into the details of the prices. I don't know if we can put on screen as well the Medium post where we were announcing the game jam.
Yep,
So
I'll bring it right
we,
up.
we can, cool. So we do have indeed 10 winners, and something important as well that I like to highlight is like every participant is going to win something because our goal is to reward our community, to reward everyone who spent time to participate, and as such everyone will be receiving one lens in the map. So even if their game didn't win today, they will still be able to publish that game within the sandbox virtual world when we open it to the public, and they will be able to monetize that game, monetize the content they did. So in a way, all the investment of time and effort will be rewarded as well when the sandbox goes live. And that's something that we've been very attached to and will continue making to bring more and more creators and more great content in the sandbox virtual world. Something that's, and because of the quality of the games that we've seen, I think like we can all agree the quality of those 40 games was really, really high. So it's been extremely difficult to decide who will win. Um, then for the benefit of the players and the community to try those games as well when they will be on the sandbox map. Jumping into the detail of price, the first prize will be winning 200,000 cents, which is now, let me see, wow, that's over $25,000 for the winner. I think that's one of the largest prize to an individual or a team of creators that we've ever awarded. And probably if you compare to other game jams around the world, it's also a very exciting prize. So that's something I think, will make the winner very, very excited about, and like even could attract more and more game creators, game developers from the game industry in general, much beyond the blockchain and NFT space. That's what we hope. That's why we're doing those game jams, to attract game creators from all around the world to see the Sandbox game platform as a very solid platform for creating content. The second prize will be winning $50,000 of sand, which is around close to 6,000 dollar, which is a very, very nice price as well. The third prize will win $25,000, 25,000 worth of sand token, 25,000 sand token, sorry. And fourth to 10th will win 5,000 sand token, which are worth also more than $500 US dollar. So every of the 10 participants is already a very considerable prize, as you can see. We do have as well a surprise. Someone who will be watching this stream today will be receiving 1,000 SAM token as well, which is worth close to $130. So also a nice airdrop if you're here with us watching this ceremony and looking for who will be the winner.
Just answering
that's
some quick
great.
questions in the chat.
And that's honestly that's amazing.
And,
I love to see the community come together, and we've been able to see that throughout this game jam in particular. I know that we've been streaming a lot more recently from the creators' side and featuring the creators who are streaming, and while doing so, the community has come together. We've had some great giveaways doing so. The extra 1,000 sand for someone in the chat. This is similar to what we do every Saturday, but the sand reward is unique to this stream. We will also be giving away a Wizzy the Blue NFT, which we do every Wednesday and Saturday here on the Sandbox stream. So look forward to that form coming up, and let's get into the announcements here.
All
What do
right.
we got coming up?
So let's pull up our top 10. These are the nominees for winning. So the first, second, and third place winners are in this video, but this video is in no particular order. So let's go ahead and play through this. Bear with me if I have to adjust the sound real quickly here.
All right.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay, I already love what I see. Like, is it like a pixel arted mark on this wall? Nice.
Yeah. This
I can read it.
yeah, we've got some graffiti in this one. All right, so let's check this out. All right, Sandpunk by Aloe. Gray Station by Cyberdragon. Bone Crusher by Ishati. The Museum by Ponter. Squirrel Season by Sanctum Spine. Total Defense by Sedair. Ninja Mission by Chaco. Escape by Amoid. Land of Valencia by Andy Ritchie. Force Majeure by Kimson. All right. Thanks to our one of our awesome people who works with us, Rodrigo, for putting together that great selection. Well, I mean, the judges vote on that, but putting the clips together. He does a great job with that every time we run these game jams. So thank you, Rodrigo. All right, so I'm pumped. I just kind of want to jump right in, but should we jump right into the third and second place winners, or do we have anything we want to talk about?
We might just want to say like how over those 10 videos, just watching them, like you can see all the diversity of gameplays. I think I've seen like a tower defense game, like fighting, platforming, even a game where you're a squirrel and you play the life of a squirrel instead of traditional avatar with a sword. So there's a lot of diversity and creativity around that the participants have put together into their submission, and we've been amazed among all the judges by watching all the possibility offered when we put a tool like the Game Maker into the hand of creator and what comes out of it. That's been super exciting. And also we've been very excited to see all the nationalities of the 40 submission. Like I think we've seen creators from Japan, Korea, China, Argentina, Europe, US. So it's really global. There's no specific region in the world where I think we don't have a community member in Sandbox. So also something that we've been very touched about.
Yeah, it is awesome how many how we've been meeting people all around the world. Even in our creator fund with our staff artists, we've got people from all those regions. Lots from Russia, Japan, Korea, all over Europe, the U.S., Latin America. It's exciting to get to meet all these people. So, yeah, let's jump into our third and second place winners. So, like I said, of those 10 games you just saw, our winners were somewhere in there, and we are about to find out who the 2 runners up were. Hi. I've got a little visitor invading.
Yes, a surprise.
We got a surprise munchkin. So apparently she's a cat right now. Can you go see mommy? Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. Let's get the volume up. All right. Presenting our third place winner. Gray Station by Cyberdragon.
One of the outstanding features of Gray Station when I played it, Alex, and I know that you mentioned this when you were streaming as well, was that the world is built on a 1x1 land, and Cyberdragon appears to have used every single inch of that land. So even all the vertical space, it's, typically we've got 90 plus meters square, 128 meters high worth of space in a land, and this game here was created in such a way where you used elevators, which was unique to the game. I had never seen that before. And then also taking it to a volume level. You know what?
You're talking right over the second place winner. So our second place winner, let's back that up.
All right.
Our second place winner was Escape by Amoid. And the first thing that Joseph said to me when we started talking about this game was that there was a real emotional response with this game. This is our first really good example of a horror game in the sandbox, and it checks all the right boxes for that creepypasta, Slenderman kind of vibes. You're trapped in a house, and the bad guy keeps popping up at you, and you gotta get around him, get away from him. You cannot fight him. It will not work. You will have a bad time. So that even the sound in that, the sound effects were so well chosen out of the limited sound effects that we have available right now. All the right ones were chosen for just the right atmosphere. They used the right ambient lighting. This was I play a lot of horror games, so I won't say that I was scared. But 10 years ago, I would have been pretty scared.
Alex, as somebody who doesn't play any horror games, I'll tell you that I played this, and there was a moment when I walked up to a door, and I could tell, even though the game is set in a first-person perspective, I could tell that the creature was right behind me because this puff of smoke came through my body, and I was like, oh god, it's so close! And I just ran away, and it was like, I think it was just perfectly executed for a game that's supposed to be focused on suspense, and it just was a lot of fun to play. And it set it apart from a lot of games for me for that reason.
That tension was definitely there. I am super excited to see more from Amoid. I'm not sure I'm saying it right, but more from that creator. I definitely want to see more in that style in the Game Maker, because that was
great.
That was a ton of fun.
I think we can say it's been one of the best use of the first-person camera as well. One of the features that have been introduced with the Game Maker 0.4, and that contributed to the ambience. I'm not sure whether if it was third-person camera, it would have been feeling as scary and as immersed into that that dimension you mentioned.
Mm-hmm. All right. So do we want to do our 1,000 sand giveaway now?
Alex, actually, can we go back to the? No, I don't want to give it away. Oh man,
Oh no.
I want to make sure that we highlight and we talk about all the games that aren't the number one as we go, because we have a little bit of time certainly on this. And there were games that didn't necessarily win the first place that I thought deserved significant honorable mentions. Some great games were made during this, even including those which didn't make the top 10. There were great games to be played. So I
we had a lot of
definitely wanna,
games.
yeah, like I mean, we played them all live all throughout the week and had a bunch of fun doing it. So I definitely want to come back to that. But for now, I can go ahead and put this form. I'm going to add a form into the chat for everyone, no matter what platform you're on. You should be able to fill out this form, and this will not only give you eligibility for 1,000 sand, which we are going to give away today. But you'll also gain eligibility for the Wizzy the Blue NFT at the end of the show, and we will announce the winners of these near the end of the show.
Purple Linus asked who the creator was for that game. So we did, that was Amoid. I think that's how that would be said.
Yeah.
Now, I think we can say, we can talk. As we're playing the first. So the way we run these Game Jam award ceremonies is we do all these trailers and then we actually play live the first place winner. I am a little bit louder. I had turned it down. I'm sorry about that. Let's get back to a normal level. I had turned down the desktop for the video and turned myself up so you could hear me over the music. So I think we're back to normal.
Okay.
So where was I going with all that? I think we can do an honorable mention, but we'll do that while we're playing the live game, and we can talk about some of the other games. So
yes, for
sure.
So wait. This is the big moment. Like right now, we are going to announce the big winner of the Game Jam, right?
Yes. So I'm actually gonna hide my screen while I get it loaded up here. So we're gonna go dark. And
I mean, it's a big moment because that's a big price. I think we have to realize like what kind of what they can do with such an amount of price. Like, isn't it game changer in a way? Like it can be close to a full year salary for some people.
Yeah.
This kind of price.
yeah.
So I think it's important to highlight like how the stakes are high, and I guess like on the stream we have how many people do we have right now live on the stream?
We've got
120, and I'm sure.
Yeah, we've got
all those
141 total on the other platforms as well. So
that's good. And some of the participants, I can see them live on the chat, so I'm sure like right now the tension should be high. Like, is it me? Is it me? Specifically
No,
on
I
the
agree.
top 10, right?
No, it's exciting. We already know who the winner is, but we're excited along with everybody else to announce who the winner is.
Yes.
So it does. It's in the process of loading up, and we're almost there. We're almost there.
Right.
It does take a minute.
We will do a countdown announce like for the announcement of the winner, I guess.
Okay. All right. I'll give you I'll give you a 3 count.
3 count.
In a few more seconds.
No, yeah. Well, in the meantime, I can say like we're really glad to see like the theme of the Game Jam has inspired you, and like all the features that we've introduced with this new version also have been so successfully and so creatively being used by the participants. And we are here to listen to the feedback of the community as well. So if you've had some ideas, some suggestion after participating in the Game Jam and using the tool, and you want to send those suggestions, please do so. That will help us to make the game maker even better, offer more features for to turn all your ideas into reality, and help you participate, put those games live into the Sandbox metaverse in the future. And if you have also ideas for what could be the topic for the next game jam, like I think we're all ear open here. We haven't yet decided anything. So the next game jam will be even more prestigious, bigger prize, I can already announce. So I think like it will raise the stakes even higher to put it as one of the largest game jams ever done. And so yeah, we hope that through this we're able to get the attention of all game creators around the world to see Sandbox as a game making platform much more beyond just NFTs, blockchain, tokens, but as a serious competitor to some key actors on the market for building game experiences and games.
All right. So I don't know if you can hear that music, but we're ready.
No.
Are we ready?
All right.
Ready?
Are we
3,
ready?
All
All
right.
right.
2, 1.
One.
Let's count at the same time. All right.
We can't
The
count at
first
the same
place
time
winner
all around the world.
is Force Majeure by Kimsen.
Whoa!
Hey.
Congratulations!
That's right.
This is
That's
the
amazing.
largest game that has ever been made in the Game Maker so far. I mean, this even outstrips, some of the stuff we've been doing in-house. So, you can see it's so big. It's got its own internal loading screen. So,
Yes.
Kimsen did a lot of testing with this to make sure that it functioned. So, it's got a tutorial. It's in 4 languages, so you can play through the whole game. And it actually has a whole process to restart. So we have to go through this little tutorial, and that does a little reboot, make sure that everything works nice and clean, and just the amount of consideration that went into making sure that this game runs as well as it does, despite the fact that it's a 4x4 16 land map, and it's
Right.
only the first part. I don't think we're gonna have time to play through both parts today. I think we can probably make it through the first part. So this is a 32 land game. It's huge. So
Yes.
we already talked to him. So now we can go to the beginning here. Joseph, do you want to be
Well.
the voice of God?
Alex, I think that can be arranged. All right, I'm ready to go.
All right.
Bonjour, I mean hello. As weird as it sounds, I'm God. I feel a disturbance in this space, and you're the one I've chosen to save these lands.
Okay.
The moon is purple, buddy. It's beautiful, but I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be purple. Something is wrong in this world.
I guess so, yeah.
Let's get to the point. Go out there and find out what the hell is happening. Get it? What the hell? Whatever.
Do I look like I have a choice? And then God just tells us the controls.
Also, before you go, one last thing. I don't recommend running too far away from any fight you encounter. You might crash the game.
So that's a good tip. We've encountered some games where there were a lot of enemies in the same place, and it was a little bit too much to fight. Not in this game, but in other games. Too much to fight at once. And so you try running away, and you've got about 50 enemies all trying to figure out where you went at the same time. It was a little bit much. So Kimsen was very careful to make sure that this huge world was optimized.
Yes.
I saw somebody mentioning the scroll game. I do want to talk about the scroll game because that is a growing market. Not scroll games specifically, but nature games where you don't necessarily have to fight anything. You kind of
Yes.
explore. It's very calming and peaceful. The scroll game was like a restful peace after some of the crazy battles that we encountered here. So we're
That is true.
going to
That's
talk to
true.
this witch. They wanted to hunt me down.
Sure.
They wanted to burn me. Mary won't give up so easily. Witch purges came to an end when the kingdom fell. Well, I'm not part of the kingdom. I can see that. Well, if you wish to learn sorcery, I could teach you a trick or two, but that's only up to you. Do you want to learn a trick? Yes, show me. All right, so this comes up a bit later. It's quite easy. All you have to do is repeat after me. Manus and Mano. Alice propris volat. Meloria. All right, so we just learned a spell, and we've got some magical things happening now. Ooh. So I want to do that little side quest. We're not going to do too many of the side quests in this because there is a lot of stuff that you can do to the side, but I really like this hat, so that's why we did that.
I love that hat. So Alex, back to the squirrel game. I was playing the squirrel game live with a lot of folks in the chat at the time, and while playing the squirrel game, it's, you know, as you mentioned, it's kind of more of like an exploration style game, and it was quite a lot of fun. One of the little aspects, again, you're playing as the squirrel as your avatar, right? And running around as the squirrel. It's just kind of fun. It's a little bit silly. And there was like some nearby merchants, and you're stealing things from them to build up your.
It's
your
like
home
Goose
that you
Game
build
in a
around
way.
Yes, exactly.
You just steal everybody's stuff. So.
Exactly. You're just a menace on society, and it's a lot of fun. I had a great time with that.
Did you feel like you were like a real squirrel? That the simulation was.
Yes.
About as much as I've ever felt like a squirrel.
Yeah.
So the creator did a great job there, and.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun for sure. And another one I wanted to specifically mention when I was thinking about it before we announced who was going to win first place was we have a user in the chat who's been in virtually every chat of every stream, hanging out, really just deep diving into the sandbox over the last month since we started or announced the Game Jam number 3. And Andy Ritchie 12 came into a stream, one of the Wednesday streams that we do, where we talk about and kind of troubleshoot your games while they're not finished, right? Andy Ritchie had created a game to the extent of the very first quest in the game, right? And they said, oh, I don't know, it's not finished and it's not very good, right? And I play tested the game, gave him some quick feedback, and then Andy came back the next week with nearly a finished game, just amazingly developed over the course of a week. We troubleshooted it again on the next Wednesday. Eventually, this game is a fully fleshed out product that was and won in our one of our top 10 prizes here. So this kind of community is the thing that I'm really proud of with that. You know, the fact that we've all been able to come together, talk about simple things. You know, sometimes we'll play a game and we'll experience a bug that a developer won't have experienced, and we could talk about, hey, how can we bug squash this, right? Fix this up so that when your users are playing your games, they're as great as they can possibly be. So that game in particular feels to me like a moment of pride for us as the Sandbox, that we're building this community together. It's all happening organically. You know, Andy's not, I don't believe Andy's a professional game developer, just a regular person like most of us, you know, have. I mean, we've all been there and making the transition now. So it's great.
It's a very beautiful story. Like we try to cover some of our land creators in interviews, and I see similar backgrounds and how, like, with the good motivation of learning, you could get a grasp of the Sandbox Game Maker just within weeks. This reminds me a lot of the personal story of Cyber Dragon, our previous Game Jam winner as well, who's not a professional game maker, but through perseverance and testing and trying things out, actually won the first prize and also participating at Game Jam 1. He was not among the winners on that one, but he kept going on, and with the motivation, he won that first prize on the second Game Jam. So we really encourage, there's two things here that's very important in what you say. One is like, well, by how accessible the game maker is. Like, you can make a game in a week and you can polish it over time to make it even better, up to winning in a top 10 competition. And the second is, like, even if you didn't win today, we really thank you for your participation, and we encourage you to keep going on and participate in the next one, because the better and better you will learn. Like, making game is like a craft, in a way. Like you get skills, you learn how the intrinsics of the tool, etc. And I'm sure like we'll see even better things at the game jam, and your chances of winning will even increase there. So don't give up if you were not on the top 10 or in the top 3 finalists on today. You got a free land already, and we'll continue to help you and encourage you to make games because we hope to create vocations. We hope to help people earn through their passion, which could be game making, even though they didn't learn or it's not their education.
Yeah, and I think that you know, as I mentioned with Andy, you know, our Wednesday streams are going to continue to be in the same format, where we will be playtesting games that are pushed into the gallery and talk about the advantages and the disadvantages of those games, how you know we could optimize them if they need to be optimized, or if there's some glitches or things, whatever we can work out. So we'll keep doing that every Wednesday. So if you weren't a top 10 winner here today, that's okay. Let's play your game. Let's have some fun and learn some things and how we can take it to the next level. We had, you know, a dozen or so people who had voted in this competition from the internal team. So I can kind of walk you through how that thought process goes for those people, what some of our qualifications were there, and how to improve that game. And then, you know, you don't even have to be a winner to be a winner, really, because you can take your game and publish it to the metaverse and have other people playing anyhow. So it's a lot of there's definitely a good future for the games.
Oh, to be 3 again.
So back to the game from Kimson, right? Force Majeure Part 1. I think like something we can witness here, all of us, is like making a 4x4 game, which is a game that will fit on the 16 lands on the map. You can see how big that is actually, and also how good the performance is on our stream.
Oh yeah,
So
this is smooth all the way.
Really large adventures. I don't know how much time it would take actually to go through. Like you mentioned, it's over an hour to play that level, right?
Yeah, if you blast
them,
through this one, it takes about half an hour. I tend to take a little bit of a slower pace exploring everything. But yeah, it's about half an hour, and for the first half, and then I'd say probably about an hour total for both.
Cool. Well, that's significant. Like it's not like, hey, it's a mini game. You've done it in the turn of like 1 minute long and explored everything. No, like you get space in Sandbox, even in a 1x1, and you can create adventures that will last half hours or more potentially if you want to do all the side quests, all the exploration, etc.
Yeah, and this game in particular has a lot of room to breathe. Like, I mean, you've got these sprawling landscapes here, and you're not it's not like a boring like walking simulator that you're trekking through giant fields and stuff like that. You've got this space to the sides, like a peripheral vision around, which is great. So I said I come in peace, and he apparently didn't like that very much. So this guy's kind of a jerk. But yeah, you've got kind of a specific path that you go on. You know, you can't run out in all this area here. Well, actually, we were here. This is the path that we followed at the beginning. So it's cool to see this map kind of like loop over on itself. Let's equip our medieval arms here and our boots. So we're looking pretty decked out, pretty dashing here.
I've seen equipment are one of the major new features we introduced as well, and we've been super excited and happy to see all the submission make a really good use of them. Like they created various weapons, helmets, and various how you say helmets,
Mm-hmm.
yes, to protect. So they've been pretty creative as well on the equipment side.
Yeah, a lot of different ways to upgrade your equipment. A lot of optional drops. Oh, there's the plate leg pieces. I missed those on my first playthrough. There we go.
Drops. item drops. So yeah, you can play with your inventory, see your avatar equipment, change it if you like. And also the amount of assets that's been made with VoxEdit that we see now in the game. Like there's a lot of like the Sandbox Game Maker provide a library with many common basic assets that can be used for free by any creators, but we can see here that's a lot of exclusive asset that's been made and probably will be sold by Kimson as a creator in Sandbox after once he published the game.
Do we want to do we want to talk about the fourth place runner up? I think we want to.
Sure.
I think we want to mention that one. So
Of course.
He deserves a mention, definitely.
So yeah, definitely an honorable mention for Sandpunk, which was a whole ton of fun. I mean, I believe everybody who won deserved their place, but Sandpunk was also just so good that we wish there we wish we could expand. Like everybody deserved to win.
Right.
Higher. So.
Well,
Yeah,
one of the
Sandpunk was a
things
ton
that I
of fun.
thought was very interesting about the Sandpunk game is, like this game, it was a multilingual game. You'd
Yes.
be able to play it. You can play it in German or you can play it in English. As well as that, when you were playing through, there were many side quests to complete, which I thought was they were non-essential side quests, which is good in some ways, of course. But I love the fact that you could potentially either be a completionist, go through, do all the I think it was 10 side quests plus the main quest, right? And finish it up and feel like you've got it all done. Or you could end up like what I believe many users would be, and you would finish the main quest at some point and realize that you have all these side quest opportunities to complete. And I think that that's important in a game design when you make it, in order to keep your potential players interested in your game, because they can play it through the first time and then realize, wow, there's so much more I can do, and they'll come back for at least another play, then share it with their friends and say, hey, have you completed all the side quests? And they get into kind of a competition like that. So I think that's an essential part of game design when you're making a game here. Obviously, a game like this with such a diverse, long main story is going to accomplish that in another way. And there are ways to do things in more than one way in this game that I've noticed, because Alex has done some things differently than I did. So it's those are the kind of features that you want to see, and I think Sandpunk did a very good job of that.
They just murdered the jester.
Oh.
Oh. if you were watching, so we've live streamed probably like 36 hours this week.
Yep.
Between the three of us here, something like that.
Yep.
So Joseph and I did our playthroughs of a lot of these games live. So both of us tend to we play up the voice acting a little bit. It gets fun, but I didn't want to interrupt anybody.
Yeah,
it's a great dubbing video games should be the thing, I think, right?
Well, I think
sure.
Yeah, Joseph. If you need a god voice, you got Joseph. If you need a shrieking housewife, you got me.
I think for those people who are here in the chat right now and you're watching this video, tomorrow, starting at the same time as when this stream started, I'm going to double check that timestamp. I'm pretty sure it's 10 a.m. my time. We'll make a tweet about it, but we're going to feature one of the winners of the Game Jam here, Cyber Dragon, who actually won the second Game Jam in the first place position. We'll be having an interview with me live here on Twitch, on YouTube, on Twitter, and all the other platforms we stream on. So that gentleman will have a god voice, and you'll know what I'm talking about if you view our stream tomorrow. That voice is so buttery smooth. You're gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be a really good interview too. By the way, we have some great questions as well. It's not just about his godlike voice.
All right, we got the
fancy. You don't want to
sword.
miss that. I think it will be the first time we have like one of the game creator live, sharing about his experience, he also been one of the main contributors to the Game Maker Academy. So he's done an amazing job at sharing a lot of all his best tricks on like all the things he implemented in his game and more tips. I think like how to make a TNT box, how to turn people into zombies, how to create some trigger the effect, etc. So that's something also I really love about our community. Like the winner of the game jam could just keep their best secret for themselves and try to hold on that for the next game jam. No, on the contrary, they share knowledge. They try to bring more and more creators by communicating all the different tips and all the basics of the tools. So there's more participants in our game jams and to build more builder in Sandbox virtual world as well. So that's something that I would like to applaud from his side, and I think is really unique in our community as well.
Yes, yeah. He's been a huge contribution towards the future of what we're doing as a community. You know, we talked about that a bit earlier with community being focused, and CyberDragon has helped the community in a great deal. And I provided a link in the chat. No matter what platform you're on, you should be able to see it now. So if you're interested in making a game and you don't know where to start, our Git book features the tutorials that helped many people make these games. So you can learn how to make, as Seb mentioned, a TNT. I think there may be an elevators tutorial coming if it's not already on there. I know that you can do a teleporter currently. That's a two-way teleportation system, and you can use this to help. If you walk up to a door on a small house you've created, it can teleport you to another area, so it looks like you're inside the house. So a lot of great features there. You'll want to check it out. So the link is in the chat right there if you're interested, and get on over there.
All right, so we have reached the end of part 1. So we skipped over some side quests. There's some extra areas that we didn't explore. We will let you go and play it for yourself. Do we want to show how people can get the Game Maker?
Yes,
quick?
Alex. How do we go play part 2?
So
everything is available on the Game Maker. You're saying right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we just won the first half. So let's go ahead and hop out here.
And you can see right there. I just want to. I don't know if you're already left.
19 West.
Yeah, Alex played this game roughly. What was that? That was almost 25 minutes, something like that. And
yeah.
You had completed 12 out of the 19 available quests just in part 1.
Yes.
Of the game.
Yeah.
So you can see how a game with such grandeur, and there, as designers, you weren't limited to how much space you had built on. Just the tools of what the Game Maker could do. You didn't necessarily have to make it on a 1x1. Some people did that and did an excellent job of that. But you could see the vast lands with a lot of quests. There was much to do in the Force Majeure games. So as we fully explored it, Alex, cool.
So
I guess part 1. Now we're playing part 2. Will there be part 3 and a series like this? Do you think, or?
I don't know.
I feel like part 2 has a pretty solid end, but there could always be a sequel. I feel like it's a pretty self-contained story between the two, but I am sure Kimson will come up with something else to amaze us in the future. So real quickly, we got about 15 minutes left. We can talk real quickly about how to get started with the Game Maker. So we're on sandbox.game, which is our main website, and you can click this sign in button, and it will prompt you to create an account. A lot of people already have a Web3 wallet. If you're not into crypto, if you have no experience with Ethereum and Sand and it's all just kind of crazy, you probably have at least one of these: Facebook, Twitter, or Google. So we have a partnership with Arcane to quickly set up your wallet. It takes about 5 minutes, if that. It's 5 minutes if you carefully read everything and think about it. To get your first wallet set up and get your account started. Once you do that, you can log in. And you can create an avatar, which is going to be your look in the metaverse. So when you play through, you might have noticed this is what I looked like while I was playing that game just now. I could have played it as a djinn or a ninja. We've got a whole bunch of preset full characters here, and then you can also do all sorts of crazy characters. We've got a whole bunch of heads, shirts, pants, shoes. You can randomize your look. We just had a contest with, well, I guess it wasn't really a contest, more of like a challenge with Metalympics to just make an avatar, and you would get a free NFT out of that. That has now ended. I think that ended about a week ago. But just for setting up your avatar, sending them a screenshot, and doing some of the hashtags and stuff on Twitter, people got awarded with this prize.
Super. Well, the number of combination of how many unique avatars you can already make through those 4 different body parts. And I think like we have like about 40 bodies, 20 heads, ultra pants, and feet.
Yeah.
That's already a large combination. And well, you alluded to contest, so I don't want to spoil too much, but there will be a pure avatar creation contest coming up. I don't tell you when, but
I didn't know about this.
I think that's something that will get a lot of excitement as well.
I'm gonna win.
Yeah,
it's gonna be me. I've been sitting on an avatar idea for probably like a month, thinking I need to design this, but I've got other things I'm doing, and I'm like,
hold on it. It's not yet announced. So when it is, like, then you can.
There we go.
Make your creativity go wild.
So that's the Metalympics trophy. So once you've set up your profile, you've set up your avatar, and that avatar is gonna go with you to all those games. So some games they set up a specific look, but then you might have seen on the screen just now. This is what our multiplayer hubs are gonna look like, official from the Sandbox, and you'll be able to run around with your friends, any people that you meet in the metaverse, and be able to hang out in the hubs and show off your cool avatars. And if you want to get started making your own games, you can just hop on over to the Create tab and download the Game Maker. We've got the Game Maker, which is what all these awesome games were built in. We've got VoxEdit, which is our voxel art creation tool. That's how we make all the assets on our shop. And we've got close to 3,500 assets available. We just did a whole big group of pirate assets. We've got fantasy, we've got sci-fi, we've got all sorts of fun stuff. So you can just click the plus sign to add those to your library, and you don't have to buy them right away. You can click the plus sign. It gets added to your Game Maker inventory, and next time you open the Game Maker, you'll be able to place them in your game. So we've really tried hard to make this as smooth as possible, and to empower people with the most resources they can have to make an awesome game. And I think it's working out pretty well, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, it's been pretty great. It's amazing to see how this has evolved. We are heavily community focused at the Sandbox, and in line with that, actually, I came to know the Sandbox in December of 2019. So at the time, I was just like everyone else watching right now. I knew almost nothing about what was going on. Sebastian, of course, had been doing this for quite some time. At that point, Alex was already part of the company, and I just started talking in the Discord channel and working and helping people. And one day they said, hey, we need ambassadors. Come join the program. And our ambassador program is open again. I think, well, maybe it just closed yesterday. I'd have to double check the date on that. But ambassador myself, and it came to be part of the company after some time. So everything that we do here is from the ground up. Everything starts with you, the people who are watching and making these games and having fun playing them. So I'm excited to see where we go between now and this time next year, and how much bigger we're going to be, and how much you guys can create.
Yeah, he's got voice now. Like, he's a rockstar streamer and got voice. So
God is back.
Was there a closing date on
like,
that? Oh, February
there's
5th. Oh,
no
yeah, it just close.
Yeah.
no barrier to entry to anyone in our community. You can just come in the community, and through dedication, commitment, motivation, you can get official roles in Sandbox and start promoting around you, creating content, creating values, helping others, and like Joseph today, become God voice.
Well, Seb, I have to ask you a question, and it's been in the chat a few times, so I'd like to know, when do you think, and hopefully it's going to be right after the stream, but I don't know what your plans are. You have these big plans, and we had one more prize to give away today, one more announcement to make. Yeah, the community choice. So when can we look forward to seeing a poll for that?
Well, when do you want to see it? Like, you run the show, I'm just a guest. So.
All right, that sounds good. So I'm going to be making a form here right at the end of the show, and that form will go out on our Twitter page at the Sandbox Game. So if you will go and follow the Twitter page, then you'll be able to see the form there. There we can vote. And what do you think? 7 days? We can leave the voting open for a week. That way people have a chance to play the games like we did and vote for your fan favorite. And that fan favorite is going to win, let me check one more time. I don't want to get it wrong. 50,000 sand tokens, which is quite a lot. Oh my. That's about $6,000 prize for the fan favorite here. So look forward to that coming up. It should be maybe a Google form. I think I'm going to have it be that. But we want you to vote. So put in your votes. Tell us who you think had the best game today. It doesn't have to even be a game that was in the top 10. And so we'll have that form up very soon. And then also, Alex, do you want to announce the Wizzy the Blue winner for today's stream?
Sure. Is that going to be up in the usual spot?
I'm going to give you that here in just 1 second. Yes, sir.
All right.
Way you can.
Let's pull up Wizzy the Blue, because we've got a lot of people who probably are new viewers, so they don't even know what we're talking about.
Very good. Very good.
Oh.
So,
right.
a long time ago, like 6 months ago, I don't remember exactly when it was. Wizards kind of work in their own time scale. We created, as a community, live on stream, we made this asset. So I was modeling in VoxEdit, and I got inputs on color and style and everything from the viewers. So Wizzy is a collaborative project. Come in 3D. There you go. Wizzy the Blue was our community project, and I decided that he was going to be kind of our stream mascot. And ever since we were able to mint him, we've been giving away at least one every stream on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Sometimes we have other special giveaways, and he's kind of spawned his own what did I call it? Council of Wizzies.
Yes.
So we've got Santa Wizzy, Wizzy the Golden, and there's going to be more iterations of him until we've got a full,
That's
Yes.
I think we can call that's a concept that we start talking a lot those days, collections basically. So you should see our NFT not just as a single unique entity every time, but how do they fit entire specific collection. And the collection of Wizzies sounds a great idea. That's something we all want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so they've been very popular. Well, something important to know about the Wizzy the Blue asset, if you win today, you're among 162 people who have filled out the form so far. The form has been in the chat above earlier on in the stream. But if you win Wizzy the Blue, you can only ever win one. So they are ultra rare to have. If we have a form specifically so that we can be sure that anybody who has previously won doesn't get a second copy of the Wizzy asset. So if you come back every week and you're watching our streams, you'll maintain every week we give away one more Wizzy on every new stream. So and occasionally I will jump into a community stream as well. So if you see someone else streaming the Sandbox or they're streaming VoxEdit, stay in the chat, hang out with them, because I might just jump in and give away a Wizzy NFT randomly. So it'll be worth looking at that. So Alex, I've updated the form so you can
Yeah.
see our winner and you can make the announcement.
All right. So the winner of this week's Wizard of Blue is a Twitch viewer. I'm gonna have a hard time saying it. Sturmer Sunsen.
I will tag them in the chat
Thank
so
you.
that they can see who it is if we have pronounced it very poorly. Sometimes it's hard to do that. I think like Sturmer Sansen, right?
It could be that.
Like that.
It looks like a real name.
Tagged them in the chat. They are our today's winner for the Wizzy NFT, and then also, as Seb mentioned, he wanted to do a special giveaway. This is a secret Seb giveaway today.
I don't even know what this is.
This was the 1,000 sand. Yes. The 1,000 sand giveaway. Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't know what this was. I thought it was something different.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close the form now. We have 163 responses. And then I'm going to do the random number generator up to 163 and generate that. And user number 76 as 1. 76 is Samanda 1004. This is also on Twitch. You're watching on Twitch right now, so I'm going to tag you and say you win.
Congratulations.
1,000 sand.
Yes.
It's amazing. That's an amazing
everyone.
prize.
Okay. I think we're having one of our best performance in terms of like live viewers. You get the number. It's
162, 163 people watching right now. It's quite a lot of people. And we appreciate you here. Again, if you come back every Wednesday, we do play tests for your games every Wednesday and on this stream channel right here. We also come back here every Saturday and we teach people new mechanics in the game makers. So if you want to learn how to make a game, you can stick with us. If you have a game you've already started to make and want some feedback on that, also come back. We do this each and every week. And I feature many streams over on our Discord chat. So if you aren't part of our Discord channel, please join that. And over there on Discord, you'll be able to pop in on some of those special VoxEdit and Game Maker streams. Also, we have those streams available in multiple languages. We have expanded into Spanish, into Korean, into Japanese. Also, of course, many in English. Hoping to maybe get some in German. I'm just having to reach out to one of our winners today, and we'll see if we can do that soon. So yeah.
All right, well, it looks like we're actually going to end on time today. It almost never happens, but thank you everybody for tuning in. This has been a blast. It's been a crazy week playing all these games. So much fun, and I hope that we keep growing with this. I'm really excited to see what you all will make for the next jam. So have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe.
Maybe tomorrow.
Have fun. See you maybe tomorrow.
that would be a great interview.
I might be sleeping.
But,
yeah. We have that's going to be a great interview. It will be great. It's going to be.
All right. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, everyone, and congratulations again to all the participants who won one land, to the top 10 winners with a big prize, to the top 3 winners, and to the finalists, top 1 winner, Kimson, for this amazing game that we've been able to partially test today. We'll get back to all the winners in due time, so just give us a few matter of days to organize and reach out to all the winners for their prize distribution. And well, that's been an amazing journey with these game jams, so stay tuned. Following Sandbox, we'll have more.
All right.
Have
a good day.
Bye.
Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.